Now keep that going for our next act. Give it up for Matt Klein. Put your hands together.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming out. It's good to see happy faces, because not everybody's happy. I took the train the other day and I sat next to this very thin emo kid, and he was writing poetry in a notepad. And at the top of the page, well, first of all, he was writing it in a way like he almost wanted me to see it, all right? And at the top of the page, he'd written the very big word, sad. And under that, the poem started. It said, I don't know what sadness is anymore, ... I don't feel anything anymore. Where are you, sadness? And I don't know if that was the end of the poem or not, because he got up to leave. But as he walked away, I noticed he'd left his asthma pump. And I was like, oh, shit, should I call out? Hey, you left your... But then I thought, no, I'm helping. Where are you, asthma pump? I'm like his muse. It's good to smile and be happy. That's what I like. I enjoy, because there's so many people who are very quick to shoot down any kind of beauty in this world. A friend of mine sent me a link to a very short YouTube clip that his daughter had made. She's into computer design and stuff, and she made a cartoon unicorn named Sprinkles. And Sprinkles had a horn that shot rainbows. Sprinkles was adorable, and I didn't see how anybody could think otherwise. But first comment on that video, gay. I hope Sprinkles gets unicorn AIDS. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Why are you so mad at a cartoon colourful unicorn? It's something that the internet facilitates, because you can't do that shit in real life. You can't be at a restaurant, the waiter brings the food, you don't like it, so you just start screaming, gay! I hope the chef gets chef AIDS. You can't, that would be ridiculous, you can't do that. Who are these human beings who are so angry at like just the weirdest things? Again, I had to host this spelling bee, and I hadn't been in one for forever, so I did some research again on YouTube, and I watched this one of these kids in India, and these kids were like the height of academic ability, just brilliant. First comment, fags. This is the faggiest shit I've ever... Just went on for like a whole paragraph of hate, the irony being every second word spelt wrong in there. And then someone jumps in and comments on the comment like, learn to spell fuckhead, like no A in like head. And then like someone else comments on that comment like, no, they're fags. And then like now it's just douchebags from across the globe just interacting with each other. It has nothing to do with the video anymore, right? They're just morons just communicating and just getting angry at each other. And like, and I'm reading this and I'm mad at them. But I'm more mad at myself because I'm on page 6 of this shit now, right? Because I just kept clicking next to continue with this narrative of intellectual regression, right? That's because that's what happens. Like they draw you into their stupid little world, right? You become one of them. You just absorb their bullshit into your head, and that's what happened to me. I was just reading them, and this like dark cloud was forming over my head. I'm just getting angrier and angrier, and finally I get to the last message, and it's actually something nice about the spelling bee kids. It's like, these guys are really smart, but I'm so confused and angry and caught up in the moment. I just snap like, shut the fuck up, faggot! It's like, holy shit, I've never said that word out loud, let alone to another human being. But that's what happens, right? You become... I don't understand why people get so angry at just like things that are very easy to avoid, right? Like you can just like, for example, I don't like lemons. I'm not a big citrus guy, but if ever I'm at the supermarket, I'm never like, fuck you lemons. You little yellow bitches. I hope you get lemonades. No. I hope you understand what you're clapping at there. That was the stupidest joke ever put to paper. The point is, there's no reason to hate anybody. People are homophobic. That doesn't make any sense to me. People are racist. I don't know. People are racist. They don't even really racist. They don't even know they're racist. Let me tell you a little story about something that happened. I was at the doctor's office the other day. I was in the waiting room, and it was kind of packed. And it was very quiet. Everybody's just reading magazines. And then this kid who was sitting with his mum gets a phone call, and he answers it. And this kid's like 15, blonde hair, and answers his ringing phone. And this is how he answers it, right? In a crowded room. He goes, yo, what's up, nigga? Immediately made everybody white and the racist in the room. Everybody was just affected by his racism. And it was a lot of tension there. The only way it could have been fixed if someone had gotten up and stabbed this kid in the chest, and we all got to watch him die. And then like a black doctor comes out and like calls it like time of death, party time. And Like, that would be the only way that this situation would be acceptable to everybody. He actually said that word out loud. There's only two reasons you get to, you're allowed to say that word. One, you're black, or it's 1802. And then you can just say it willy-nilly, because it doesn't matter. And but he didn't even say it like ironically, right? He said it in that like, I've said this so many times that I've forgotten it's not okay kind of way. In his defense, he did say it with an A at the end, not an ER, which does, which is kind of like breaking into someone's house but wiping your feet first, right? It's like it's not cool. So we're sitting there, and he's made this situation. The whole room is very tense. It's like a Spike Lee movie now, and there's a lot of sort of, and as soon as he said that, I like started looking around the room, right? Which I immediately realized is just as racist. Because what if I do make eye contact with like a black person? What it looks like to them is that I've reacted to what this idiot has said and gone, hey, shit, you can't say the N-word, that's offensive. And let me just check if there's any of them around here. Don't pity laugh me, son. I'm in a good place. I'm in a very good place. I started seeing someone. But I think, I don't know. You know, sometimes it's confusing. Like, I have no idea. Like, we've had sex, but she hasn't accepted my friend request on Facebook yet. So I don't know. So I don't know. I have no idea. But I do love doing stand-up. This is a great little pastime because I get to see smiling faces of just the front row. Like, that's all you can see. But I don't know. It's because there's so much. Like I said, there's so much shit in the world, and like this is real to me. Like, stand-up is real. Like, it's immediate kind of feedback. Like, there's a lot of bullshit. Like, I was watching, the TV makes things seem way more grandiose than it actually is, right? Like, I was watching this game show the other day, and all the contestants were playing for $250,000. $250,000. They kept putting that graphic on the screen. $250,000. Nah, that's just 250,000. That's nowhere near $1 million. You have to win 4 times to get $1 million. But they say million, and that's what you focus on, and it seems way more shinier, right? But that's like if I got like a hand job off a girl, and I start bragging to my friends like, "Oh, last night I got one of the main components of a blowjob." They're like, wait, you got a blowjob? I'm like, nah, but I got like quarter of a blowjob. Oh, then you shouldn't fucking use blowjob in that sentence anywhere. Because it's not real. There's a lot of stuff like that in our lives. Like growing up, remember Aesop's Fables? Remember that shit? Yeah, the tortoise and the hare was very big in my house. Tortoise and the hare. If you don't know Tortoise, it's a fable about a tortoise who races a hare, and the hare, being cocky, takes a little nap right in the middle of the race, only for the tortoise to walk past him and win. The moral being, slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. No, it doesn't. At all. Slow and steady won that race because one of them was stupid enough to take a nap right in the middle of the race. Chances are that's never going to happen, ever. The real moral of that story is that fucking tortoises should only ever race like brain-damaged rabbits. If they ever want to win a race. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. So much shit that we spit that just, even to kids and stuff, right? Like sticks and stones. Remember that? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. I used to get bullied as a kid, and that's what you were supposed to throw at the bully. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. And I understood the sentiment, but even as a kid, I was like, why are we glossing over the sticks and stones part in this? Like, they were just happy to use words. Why did you put that as an option in the fucking... Like, that doesn't make any sense at all. Like, they were happy to... that should be sticks and stones may break my bones, so if someone calls you a fag or something, just roll with it and just be happy they didn't weaponize any sticks and stones. It's the dumbest expression ever. It's ridiculous. It's just taking two bad yet irrelevant things to make a third thing seem okay, right? And you can just make something up to match any situation that you're in. Like, it doesn't matter. You can be like, herpes and AIDS and heaps and spades, but going bald is natural. How does that help well, herpes and AIDS? You guys are great. Just laughing at great things. That's my time. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting comedy. And I'll hand you back to MC. Have a good night.